Is there some dissertation marks, please? Thank you. Wilson, please. Oh, thank you very much. So I got an E. That's clever, isn't it? Yeah. I'd like to know how I got an E. Let's see what kind of rubbish you've written here. Extremely difficult to follow. Nonsense. Any argument, development, or idea. Overuse of quoted material, referencing incorrect or absent, writing style. So, I understand this was marked by several people.
You need to catch up with Adrian to talk about that.
Okay. Because I will want everybody's mark, because this has to be transparent and impartial. And it isn't. That's just rubbish. Okay. You're messing with a force of nature in me, a very creative, powerful person, and this is politically marked. It is outrageous. It is not impartial. It is not transparent. You've got some guy with gin blossoms all over his face running this place. This is outrageous that you think you can justify this sort of rubbish. Hello?
Right.
Is Adrian around, please?
I haven't seen him. Have you seen him?
Okay. Is Carl around?
Carl's got meetings.
Meetings? Meetings about the meetings.
He's not available when they're back. He's supposed to be Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
So what did you shout for?
I got 30%, which means I'm going to take them to the cleaners. Because it's not justifiable, it's just rubbish.
Image. It was a bit like the last one, where all the components were detached, and the video was actually to show how the whole thing comes together. And it was absolutely stunning. I mean, it may be available somewhere on the web if anybody's interested.
Very simple one there, but perhaps with a stronger sense of materiality. And then one that's get back to sort of back to the more architectural approach. Actually, I think we're expecting rather than straight on. So.
That's a very good drawing in explaining the sort of the big decisions that one makes. And that's a very good strategic drawing to show how the whole of the building is together. Again, just talking about technology, that it should be seen as an element that we have from the design thinking. It's an integral part of that process, and I think only when we actually combine those two together, technology really becomes an enjoyable part of the process. If you detach it, it does look like that it belongs somewhere else and not part of the design. And a lot of these pieces that you'll be seeing have that, there's an implied technology even within that is pleasant.
What is that? I can't understand what it is. Because as a visual communicator, I can't even read that gibberish on the wall. I can't see what the diagram is. You're a charlatan, so I wouldn't listen to a word you've got to say, because you're trying to bury people here. And I'd like some answers, please, quite basically. Adrian, I'd like to know why I've got 30% for this. I want to know what this is about. I think you're politically marking this. I'd like to see everybody's grade, including yours, Carl's, and whoever else has marked this rubbish. Listen, I've been more than courteous. Do you call this a service to the public? You're being buried, all of you, by the way, by this charlatan. He's burying you alive. You're a fake. You're pseudo-intellectual. You talk pseudo-intellectual claptrap. You're threatening, and you're being buried by the University of Huddersfield. Fantastic. What is this rubbish? I can't even read the words on here. Just rubbish. If I were you, I would get yourselves together and make a serious complaint before you all end up buried alive. And it's not the first time I've dealt with charlatans, and won't be the last. Do you call this a service to the public? I'm paying top dollar for this rubbish. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. You're illiterate. You're a fake. A pseudo-intellectual, VJ. A charlatan. Masquerading around talking rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And I'm paying top dollar for this? And you think you can justify this? This is unacceptable. And I'd like an answer. That's right, VJ. I would like all of the grading of this. Whoever marked this, I want the grades. I want to know whose grades are whose. And I want this process to be transparent and impartial. Because if you're here to waste my time and waste my money, which is what you've been doing, which I can categorically prove with this sort of rubbish on the screen here, which is, as a visual communicator, I can't even read across the room while you talk cant over the top of this. And I'm paying for this. You didn't even know who Stalin was. Where were you educated?
Can I suggest you leave?
No.
Before I call the security.
You can call who you like. Please do. And ask him to get the Chancellor here as well. Okay? Absolutely outrageous. I want answers for this. Can I please speak to the Deputy, the Chancellor?
Right.
My name's Daniel Wilson. I'm paying top dollar for education. I'm being conned.
Right, can we just come outside and have a chat?
Yeah, no problem. I think all these people are being buried alive by this member of staff who is an illiterate. Talking cant.
Let's keep the comments down until we go outside.
Basically, this man is not providing a lecture. He's just talking cant. I'm a qualified man. He didn't even know who Stalin was. He didn't even know who Stalin was. Hitler, Stalin, Winston Churchill, and...
Not upsetting anybody else, is there?
Well, these people are paying for this as well.
They're actually doing something.
And they're not. They're just being talked over by rubbish. And then they've got the audacity to mark my work down to 30% in some impartial scheme with the course director walking around with gin blossoms on his face. My God. Do you call this a service to the public? Do you call this a service to the public? Words still have meaning, even in our days of the computer.
I'll talk to you. I will talk to you. Have you got any other items in this building?
Any other items? No.
Your belongings? No.
No.
Right, just wait there till I come back. All
Okay,
right?
that's fine.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, when these ones are finished, well, it's all it wagging out there. I'm just getting it sorted when we get sorted.
I'm paying top dollar for a com, for a teacher who's not qualified, doesn't speak English, is an illiterate, talking cant, charlatan, masquerading around with rubbish. In fact, I've got two charlatans in this department masquerading around, and they are deliberately trying to stop me becoming an architect. And it's very political, and I'm a highly talented man, and I don't wish to deal with a drunkard any longer. I want an explanation as to what the gin blossoms are on his face. I'd like to know the skin condition. I want to see a doctor's note, and I want an explanation why I'm dealing with a manic depressant piss artist. And I want the transparency of these marks from everybody who marked it. And then I'll pass my thing to the literati. You don't obviously understand who I am. That's true. The truth is, out of this university, there are 10 members of staff who are highly qualified and very supportive. There's 2 members of staff who have power who are deliberately obstructing me. Yeah. Here we go. Who's Stalin? Do you know who Stalin is?
I'm not going to talk to you, right?
You've already told me I need to feel pain and humility. Do you deny it?
I'm not going to talk to you.
Do you deny it?
I'm not going to
Simple,
talk
blunt
to you.
question.
I
Do you
am not
deny
going to
it?
talk to you.
You've told me I needed to feel pain and humility, and I needed to
No, I
die.
did not say that.
You said I needed to. I should die. I will die. I need to feel pain and humility. You told me I cannot pay for education. Mr. Tahim, I hope you.
That's not my words.
You said I needed to feel pain and humility. Do you know the meaning of perjury? Do you know the meaning of perjury? I repeat, do you know the meaning of perjury?
Don't argue. Do it to the right people.
That's true.
Just don't fight. If you're going to do this, say it to the right people.
But the 30% for dyslexia, when I've pulled them up the league table to